Hi, everybody. Welcome to module number 8. This is our first unit talking about the Civil War. And in this unit, we're going to focus primarily on the causes, the initial outbreak of war, and the early strategies for both sides, both the Confederates as well as the Union. How did these two sides think they were going to win the war? We'll also focus a little bit on the course of the war through the summer of 1862, because we'll see that the fall of 1862 in some ways kind of marks a turning point in the aims of the war, certainly for the Union. A few things that we're going to consider in this segment, or really in this whole module, but things to be thinking about. To begin with, what advantages did each side have? Or at least what advantages did they think they have? I think for us, we have the benefit of 150 some years of hindsight, and we know how it turned out. We know that the Union ultimately won the war. And so for us, when we look at all the Union's material advantages, it kind of seems like, well, of course they were going to win. But the Confederates also felt that they had advantages that would allow them to be successful too. So why did they think that? Second, what were the major strategies for victory in 1861 and 1862, both for the Union as well as for the Confederacy? And you might also be thinking, as we move into our next module, how do those strategies change as we get into the latter stages of the war? And then finally, what was the significance of the 1862 Union campaigns, both in the Eastern Theater and particularly in the Western Theater? Because as we'll see, a lot of attention often gets put on the Civil War in the East, Lee versus Grant and all that. But I think most historians would actually argue that the war was actually won for the Union in the West. And starting in 1862 and some of its successes there, that has a big effect on what will come later. So we'll focus on these things. Please keep in mind that your module quiz for this unit will be due Friday by 11:59 p.m.